What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Matic, better known as Polygon. We're going to do some price action analysis, some technical analysis for Mr. Egg Roll Man 22 at the request of you, sir. And anybody else who's watching this is also for you. But looking at this here, lower highs, lower lows. Let's actually get this. I think we have more historical data elsewhere. Yes, we do. Lower highs, lower lows, nonetheless. You actually do have a higher low here. And to be fair, this is a very nice bottom. I do have to say it's a very nice bottom. You've got this kind of like V and then a U. That's what they call an Adam and Eve. And you're holding support right now at like the nipple there, where it's very crucial, in my opinion, to hold support. It kind of looks like a failed breakout attempt. You might come back down. Maybe it's not an Adam and an Eve after all. Maybe it's some kind of just accumulation range. But I kind of would anticipate that you do have lower prices to come in the more immediate term. Longer term, I think this thing's got new all-time highs put in it. For it, but it probably goes, if I really had to guess, somewhere between about 67.6 to 64 cents, somewhere around there, if not potentially all the way down to even like 55 cents. I don't really expect that you'll take this low out, personally. I don't think that you do. I think that you're safe from that, but you rejected this area, you're kind of accumulating around it. You might have one final flush out before you move up. If we look at this here, right, you're accumulating here, you had one final move up before you moved lower, right? You're accumulating here, you had your move up, but you had one final crash down before you like started to move up. Here, not such a good example, but I guess, you were kind of moving sideways and boring, moved down. You moved down right before you move up. You haven't really had your move down yet. I think that you would move a little bit lower before you move up. And again, anywhere from about 54 cents to, 67 cents? 54 to, about 67. Yeah. That would make sense to me, is where you're probably going to go. On a weekly basis, you found like resistance up here in your overbought zone. It doesn't look good on an RSI basis. I bet you do go a little bit lower looking at that. The daily RSI itself is bearish. A lot of cryptos look like this. To be fair, on a daily perspective, you could stand to come up a little bit more and then go lower. You might find resistance up at this 50 level. So don't don't be surprised. Don't get excited. If the price does move up a little bit from here, absolutely you could move up to about 82 cents, maybe even all the way up to like 87 cents before moving lower. I doubt that you go up to the 61869 area, but somewhere between the 382 and the 0.5, more likely somewhere between specifically 82.5 to 87 cents is where I think you're going. Yeah. And then lower. Form a lower high and then lower. That's my genuine opinion. So that's Matic, man. As far as all-time highs go, what the potential is for that, I think Matic has a bright future in store for it, man. I really do. It's a top-tier coin. It deserves top-tier price action. Assuming that it maintains relevance, nothing fatally wrong happens with it. Something better doesn't steal the spotlight from it. And even if it does, Matic probably still does well. But your minimum target would be somewhere in this area here, which would be anywhere from about $5.53 to $12. Now let's do the math and see if that's possible or if that's just malarkey. We're going to talk about, I say Matic, it's Polygon. They identify as Polygon. Has been initiated to Ethereum. Oh wow, look at that. Hey, that's cool. See what I mean? $7 billion, okay? Right now. Coming up to the 1272, that would be a 7x. I know it says 600%, but that's a 7x. 100% is a 2x, right? 600% is a 7x. You always add one on the percentages because you already have 100%. So when you add 100%, it's a 2x. Anyways, I feel like I have to explain that because some people might look at this and be like, "That's not a 7x. It's a 600." It is. It's a 7x. 7 times 7 equals 49 billion. Is it true? Could it do it? Yes, absolutely it could, ma'am. Circulating supply is nearly fully diluted. Yeah, absolutely, Matic. Not only do I think you see $5.53 by the end of this cycle, I think you see much higher than that. You're at a $7 billion market cap now. A 1 or a 10x would bring you all the way up to about $8. No, that's an 11x. I'm sorry. A 10x would bring you right around this 1414, which you might top off right there, but that would bring you right around $7.70, $7.69 to be very specific. And that would keep you at about a $70 billion, a little bit above a $70 billion market cap. Could you hit 100 billion? Could you break 100 billion? It is possible. It is absolutely possible. Do I think that happens? I don't know. I really don't know. But hold on real quick, guys. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put a cord up in it. There we go. Like a charging cord. I don't know if you thought that was a different word. Let's see. That's a 15.6x.